Imagine Istanbul at dawn. The Bosphorus is quiet, merchants preparing for the day, and the aroma of roasted beans drifts from narrow alleys. Coffee, once a guarded secret from the hills of Yemen, had just arrived in the heart of the Ottoman Empire. No one knew it yet, but this dark, bitter drink would become the fuel of politics, the heartbeat of commerce, and the spark of intellectual uprisings. Coffee wasn't just a beverage, it was a weapon of culture, an economic engine, and eventually, a threat powerful enough to shake the Sultan's authority. In an empire stretching across 3 continents, coffee houses became the new public squares, where ideas brewed faster than the coffee itself. The Ottomans quickly realized that Yemen wasn't just another province, it was the empire's caffeine treasury. Coffee thrived in the highlands of Mocha, and soon caravans of beans flowed north. To protect this monopoly, the empire enforced strict controls. Beans were steamed or partially roasted so rivals couldn't plant them elsewhere. Ships carrying Yemeni coffee sailed under armed guard, and the port of Mocha became a global hotspot long before Starbucks ever existed. This monopoly brought enormous wealth. Taxes on coffee became a predictable, steady revenue stream. Ottoman officials drank it, traded it, bribed with it, and sometimes even killed for it. Coffee became a currency of power. The Ottomans had a nickname for their coffee houses, mekteb-i irfan, schools of knowledge. Inside these smoky rooms, men debated everything: poetry, war, philosophy, trade, taxes, the Sultan, and everything in between. For the first time, commoners, merchants, soldiers, and scholars sat at the same table. Ideas circulated freely, and that made the authorities nervous. Coffee houses became political laboratories, dangerous breeding grounds for criticism and dissent. This wasn't lost on the sultans. Several outright banned coffee, sent janissaries to smash cups, burned beans, and even punished those caught sipping. But the people kept drinking. Because coffee wasn't just a drink, it was liberation in liquid form. For the janissaries, the empire's most feared military force, coffee was more than a drink. It was ritual. Before battle, janissary commanders held coffee ceremonies, where rank-and-file soldiers drank together, symbolizing unity. Coffee sharpened the senses, kept men alert during long campaigns, and gave officers a tool to maintain discipline. But as the janissaries grew more powerful, so did their political ambitions. They used coffee houses as meeting points, stirring unrest, manipulating public opinion, and sometimes plotting rebellion. The same drink that energized the empire's military machine now empowered one of its most dangerous internal factions. European merchants visiting Istanbul were stunned. Everyone, from street vendors to scholars, drank this mysterious black liquid. They took it home, and Europe changed. Coffee houses spread through Venice, London, Vienna, and Paris. They were marketed as Turkish coffee rooms. European artists, traders, bankers, and philosophers embraced this caffeine revolution. International trade exploded. The Ottomans, once gatekeepers of the world's coffee supply, suddenly found themselves facing competition from European colonies in Java, Ceylon, and the Caribbean. The empire had exported coffee culture and accidentally created its own economic rivals. By the 1700s and 1800s, the empire's grip on coffee weakened. Foreign plantations produced cheaper beans, and global markets bypassed Mocha entirely. But the cultural legacy remained unstoppable. The Ottoman Empire didn't just drink coffee, it weaponized it. It built institutions around it. It shaped politics through it. It changed global consumer habits with it. From Yemen's mountains to Istanbul's coffee houses, from janissary rituals to European cafes, coffee became the empire's soft power, a power still alive today. And that's how a simple drink helped build, sustain, and influence one of history's greatest empires.